The Red Sea, once a reliable artery for global trade, has become a flashpoint for international crisis. For centuries, ships carried goods between Europe and Asia along this route, but today the waters are fraught with conflict. Houthi rebels in Yemen, backed by Iran, have launched drone and missile attacks on commercial vessels, directly threatening freedom of navigation. In response, warships from the US, China, and Europe now crowd the sea, turning a commercial channel into a militarized zone. The risk of miscalculation is high, and the consequences could be devastating. The Red Sea's transformation has exposed the vulnerability of global supply chains. A small group with advanced weapons can now disrupt a significant portion of world trade. Piracy, once suppressed, is resurging as criminal gangs exploit the chaos. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait, just 18 miles wide, is a natural choke point. Control here means leverage over global maritime traffic. The crisis has made this strategic reality undeniable. The Red Sea is no longer just a backdrop for trade. It's the main event in a contest for global security and economic stability. For countries like Britain, this means rethinking strategies and alliances. The stakes are no longer just economic, they're about national security. The world is watching as the Red Sea becomes a theatre where the future of global order is being decided. Britain, like others, must adapt quickly to protect its interests. The era of calm predictability is over. The Red Sea's fate will shape the world's economic and security landscape for years to come. The question now, who will control this vital artery and at what cost? The UK's prosperity has always depended on the sea. Nearly all imported goods, food, fuel, electronics, medicine, arrive by ship, and the Red Sea is a critical link in this chain. Houthi attacks have forced ships to reroute around Africa, adding weeks and millions in extra costs. These costs hit British consumers and businesses directly. The Royal Navy is now deployed to protect shipping, but its resources are stretched thin. Maintaining a constant presence in the Red Sea strains both capability and budget. The crisis exposes Britain's vulnerability and challenges its vision as a global trading nation. As a leading NATO member and UN Security Council power, the UK's credibility is on the line. If it cannot help secure vital sea lanes, its global standing suffers. The Red Sea crisis is a direct challenge to Britain's strategic interests. London must find new partners and strategies to safeguard its maritime lifeline. The stakes are high: economic security, international influence, and national resilience. The search for solutions is urgent. Djibouti was once the West's go-to base in the Horn of Africa. Its location at the Red Sea's entrance made it ideal for military operations. But now Djibouti is crowded. China's massive base has changed the game. British and American forces operate in close proximity to their main rival, creating tension and limiting freedom of action. Espionage risks and strategic competition are constant concerns. Djibouti's government plays great powers against each other, driving up costs and complexity. The days of easy, exclusive Western access are over. For Britain, relying on Djibouti is now strategically risky. The UK needs a partner where it can operate securely, without rivals watching every move. This necessity is pushing London to look elsewhere. The search is not just about convenience, it's about national security. Britain must find a new, reliable ally in the region. The answer may lie across the Gulf of Aden. Somaliland, across from Yemen, offers a rare combination: stability and strategic location. Its 500-mile coastline sits on the main shipping lanes to the Red Sea. The port of Berbera is a deep-water harbour with room for development, unlike crowded Djibouti. Somaliland has built peace and security since 1991, with its own government, army and currency. It's held democratic elections, a rarity in the region. Crucially, Somaliland isn't packed with foreign military bases or tangled in great power rivalries. For Britain, this means a simpler, more exclusive partnership is possible. Somaliland's stability and geography make it a unique asset. It's an anchor in a volatile region, offering the UK a dependable foothold. While others focus on Yemen and Somalia, Somaliland quietly stands out as the most viable long-term partner for maritime security. The Red Sea crisis has only made its value clearer. For Britain, Somaliland could be the key to securing its interests. The UK and Somaliland share a deep historic bond. Britain established the Somaliland Protectorate in the late 1800s, forging lasting institutional and cultural ties. English is widely spoken, and many Somalilanders were educated in the British system. In 1960, Britain granted Somaliland independence. Days later, it united with Somalia, a union that soon turned disastrous for Somaliland. Decades of marginalization and repression followed, shaping Somaliland's identity and its quest for renewed independence. When Somalia collapsed in 1991, Somaliland reasserted its sovereignty, reverting to its original borders. This unique legal and historical context sets Somaliland apart from other African secessionist movements. For Britain, this history matters. The UK drew the borders and granted independence. There's a sense of responsibility and institutional memory. Somaliland isn't just another distant country. It's a place with direct British ties. As London seeks reliable partners, this shared past makes Somaliland a logical choice. Old ties can be reforged to meet new challenges. The UK has quietly invested in Somaliland's security for years. British funding and expertise have helped build Somaliland's army, police and coast guard. The UK played a key role in establishing the counter-terrorism unit and reforming justice and security sectors. British advisors have shaped command structures and drafted legislation, embedding UK standards and practices. This deep engagement means Britain understands Somaliland's security apparatus inside out. The result? A professional, effective force aligned with British interests. Years of cooperation have built trust and familiarity, making joint operations easier. As the Red Sea crisis grows, this investment pays off. Britain now has a capable, friendly partner in a strategic location. This isn't a relationship that needs to start from scratch. It's mature and ready for the next step. The UK's foresight has created a unique opportunity. Despite close ties, the UK hasn't recognised Somaliland's independence, the main obstacle. Africa's policy of respecting colonial borders to avoid endless disputes. Recognising Somaliland would defy the African Union and anger Somalia's government. Britain fears diplomatic backlash and isolation if it moves first. Some in London argue Somaliland's stability and democracy deserve recognition. Others warn of the risks to wider African relations. For now, Britain practices strategic ambiguity, deep engagement without formal recognition. But the Red Sea crisis is testing this approach. The need for a secure base may force a policy rethink. The question, how far is Britain willing to go? Somaliland's strategic value hasn't gone unnoticed. The US is considering recognition in exchange for a military base at Berbera, seeking an alternative to crowded Djibouti. American interest puts pressure on the UK to act or risk being sidelined. The UAE has already invested heavily in Berbera port, gaining a major logistics hub. Ethiopia benefits from this new access to the sea. Meanwhile, China and Turkey back Somalia's government, opposing Somaliland's independence to protect their own interests. Somaliland is now a geopolitical prize in a new great game. Its alignment could shift the balance of power in the Red Sea. For Britain, the window to secure a unique partnership is closing. Others are making their moves. The time for British action is now. The Red Sea crisis demands bold decisions from Britain. Old strategies, crowded bases, endless patrols are no longer enough. Somaliland offers a rare chance for a stable, long-term partnership in a critical location. Britain doesn't need to rush to full recognition. It can upgrade its diplomatic presence, sign defense agreements, and secure predictable naval access to Berbera. This would strengthen Britain's hand without crossing diplomatic red lines. The priority: protect maritime trade, the lifeblood of the UK economy. Somaliland's stability and pro-Western stance make it the best partner for this mission. By deepening ties, Britain gains a reliable foothold and greater independence from crowded, contested bases. The story of Britain and Somaliland is at a turning point. For Somaliland, partnership brings legitimacy and security. For Britain, it's a solution to a pressing strategic dilemma. The future of British power in the Red Sea may be anchored on Somaliland's coast.